Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're getting set up to harvest the wheat in the field behind us, and I've called for some help. Jordan, the mechanic that helped us haul the old Mack truck down to the dealership, is going to come and help us harvest, so that I'm not going to run two pieces of equipment at the same time. We have a lot of things to go over today, so make sure you subscribe and stick around to the end of the episode for a big reveal. But first, let's go turn some diesel into wheat. And there we go, that's the last of it. The field ran around 190 to 210 bushels per acre, which is normal for Farm Sim 22, but insane for real life. That's over double the regional average of 80 bushels an acre, and that's really going to help us pay off a few bills, which we need to discuss, because there's a chunky one that's been added, and one more on the way that we'll get to in just a minute, because that one comes with a catch, and we'll talk about that a bit later. We've added to the farm a bit in the last few weeks. There's a new greenhouse that ran us around $45,000 to get up and going. There's also a new farm shop where I'll be selling the produce from my greenhouse, and that cost another 30 grand to set up. So I took out a small loan to cover them, but honestly I think I'll just pay it off because we definitely have the cash to make it go away. And this is the new greenhouse. It's got an automatic watering system, and the 3 Series has really been making itself at home in here. It's been great for moving materials around in the small space, as well as working the beds to get the garden started, where we're growing strawberries, 2 different types of lettuce, melons, tomatoes, and then selling them at the farm shop. So let's go check that out. This is the little farm shop. We've got a collaboration with the other farmers in the area, so a lot of us are selling our produce and products here. You can see some milk, eggs, bread, and some other items being sold. And this is really good for us because it lets us sell our products directly at market price instead of wholesale price, so we get the full cut without the middleman. Plus, the customer gets the product sooner than they would at the grocery store, so it's fresher and lasts longer, and it's really just the best deal for everybody involved. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's get back to the farm. Now this is the catch that we were talking about earlier. This here is a brand new John Deere 7R310. It's a demo from Clever, and I've only got it for the day, but I intend on leasing it if I like it. It's got 388 horsepower and every bell and whistle I could ask for. It will do everything I need a tractor to do, with the exception of the heavy tillage, but I've got the 530 horsepower 9630 for that, so trust me, we're good on that. I should also mention that I picked up this new John Deere 100 square baler for the straw. It was a steal at only $11,000, and it'll make dealing with the 55 acres of straw swath much easier than the little Kubota baler making 1,000 small round bales. But now that leaves the question of, what do I do with these? The Traction King is fun and I like it, but I really have no use for it beyond novelty. It pulls great and I really love the uniqueness of it, but that's about all it's good for around here. It's pretty, it looks good, it pulls good, but I really don't use it much. Like, really at all. I've used it once. Now, the Magnum is plenty enough for most of the jobs around here. It pulls well, it has respectable maneuverability, like it turns nice and it pulls well, but it's old and the years of neglect and abuse are really starting to become more apparent. The transmission's starting to get a little bit grumpy, it's starting to make a couple of noises a tractor generally shouldn't make, and the Massey is a sweet little tractor, but really she's a one-trick pony for this show. And I don't really think I need a tractor that I only use for spraying, because that's the only time this thing gets pulled out for is spraying. But it might be useful for, pulling a mower or something like that, but that's really about it. Just spraying, because it's kind of a pain to put it all together and tear it down to change. But one of these has to go, maybe two. The Magnum is by far the most useful, but I like it the least. I'd like you guys to let me know in the comments which one or two you think I should part ways with to make room for the new tractor. Also, I'm only demoing the 7R. I'm not married to it. I can send it back and take something else, or just walk away from it entirely if I feel it isn't going to be the right feel out here, or the right fit out here. But so far, I like it a lot. I really like the new 2019 and newer R-Series tractors, and this one should be a great middle-of-the-road tractor. I may also entertain an 8R, but I really like having the loader on this one. It saves me a lot of skiddy work, or, potentially worse, buying a telehandler. So what do you guys think? Which tractor gets to go to a new home? Do I pull the trigger and lease the 7R? Do I go bigger? Let me know down in the comments which way I should go on this, and I'll leave you with some baling action. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.